just now tuning in, hit the like, hit the subscribe, and hit the bell. GMS fam, the green room. Let's talk about it. Hey, yo, GMS fam, the green room. What's going on, man? Happy Friday. The weekend is back. Shout out to everybody right now, GMS fam, the green room. If you are here listening and tuned in, tap into that live chat, man. Let me know you are here. What up, Wilt? What's going on, Justin Furlow? What's happening, my GMS fam? Tap in. Let me know what city you tuning in from, man. Shout out your place of birth. I see you, Aries. I see you, Avenue P. What's going on, family? Hey, it's Friday. Fried day. So you know we fried, died late to the side. GMS fam, roll something if you got it. You know what time it is. We got a few things to discuss today, and I hope that y'all stick around for it, because it's gonna be a good motherfucking show, man. We got a few topics, a few things we wanna discuss that's going on out here in the culture and news, and also other random subjects that I like, because I'm a high nigga and I like bringing up random things sometimes, okay? So bear with me, GMS fam. How y'all feeling, man? I appreciate y'all for pulling up on me expeditiously. Hit that like button on the way in. Just make sure you kick it and chill and just take in the vibes. You can tell I'm high because I'm just talking. I'm just rambling. I'm like, and my eyes is barely open. Trust me, I see everything. I'm going to read all the comments. I'm going to do all that shit. But woosah, you know what I'm saying? Relax. The weekend is here, man. I'm really hoping that y'all doing well. I hope y'all families is doing well. I hope y'all in good health. You know what I'm saying? I hope y'all not dealing with no type of depression. You know what I'm saying? I hope just you in good spirits, man. And if you not, hopefully we can get you there today. Shout out Jan Wynn. I see you, brother. What up, King Lukey? All right, y'all. Now, let's get into it, man. The prophecies that I have spoken on this show have come true in so many different ways, so many forms. I can't believe that I'm still doing it. I mean, of course, you as a prophet, you should just expect, you know, to just be right about certain things. But I still amaze myself till this day, you know. I think it's because when I do it on the side of these celebrities and certain, you know, big name individuals, you know, I kind of think to myself that, you know, some of these people are afraid to really tell it and tell their truth and really admit certain things, because they know that they were scrutinized for it early on, and they was the type to try to brush it off or be like, well, I'm rich or I'm famous, so it don't matter. But then when they start thinking about things on a bigger scale, on a more grand scale, And they have to think about life. And when they have children, they have to sit back and think about how certain things are going to affect their offspring. And now we're seeing a lot of things that I've been saying over the fucking months come true. Now, before I get to this Kylie topic, because, you know, I really don't like talking about the Kardashians / Jenners, but since black kids have gotten involved, it's kind of been, you know, irritating to see certain things. And I can't help but to speak on it because my perspective on it is just ridiculous. And clearly I've been right about a lot of things that's been happening. First and foremost, let's start with the oldest sister, or not the oldest sister, but the one that cracked it all off with her cheeks, Kim Kardashian. Now, you know, when she was dealing with the whole Kanye shit, everybody was trying to talk about, you know, trying to choose sides and whatever the case may be. But during that time, or after that time, you know, we heard Kanye speak on his dislike for certain social media platforms like TikTok, and he didn't want his daughter to be a part of it. And what do spiteful and weird baby mamas do? They do the opposite of what the father's wishes is, because they want to be spiteful and they want to be vengeful. And it's not really about the daughter. It's about pissing off the father. So what she did was, hey, I'm going to create North an entire TikTok page and I'm going to let her go off, do her thing. To which it led to Ice Spice, who we're going to get to later. Oh, man, full circle moment. I mean, holy shit. I knew people was looking at me like I was either hating or like I was just somebody who was probably misogynistic, or like I'm just trying to just talk shit about these women and call them hoes. Man, look, I see things for what it is, and I'm about to tell you how now. So come to the moment where North meets up with Ice Spice. They do the TikToks. North dresses up as Ice Spice. He does all the little weird shit, and I'd call it out, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? Niggas got on my head top talking all this shit, did all this shit. Then turn around and find out, because it was revealed by the mother herself, Kim Kardashian, that she regretted it. She regretted it. She thought it was all cute and all cool. Oh, North like, and this is the thing too, when you like a fucking billionaire and your kids like shit and you are feeling like you're depriving your kids of an actual real relationship, because I'm gonna tell you why I feel that way. I'm not just saying it because she's a celebrity and I'm assuming that she's not in her kids' life the way that she should be, or really paying attention to her kids the way she should be. It's because of how this story unfolded. When you feel that type of regret, or you feel like or you feel guilty of depriving your kids of showing them that love and care, really paying attention to them, and really all that other shit, you try to cope with it, or you try to substitute that with buying them shit and material shit, or giving them what they want. So her idea was, all right, this is how I'm gonna always stay on North's good side and make her feel like I'm the best mommy in the world. I heard her listening to an Ice Spice song, so I'm going to assume that's her favorite artist, and then I'm going to reach out to Ice Spice, give her a Skims or let her endorse Skims, pay her for that, and bring her to the crib so that she can make a TikTok with my daughter. Guess what? The videos that was posted where North was dressed up as Ice Spice doing all that extra shit, it happened when Kim was away, and the nanny asked Kim, hey, can she do this? Kim didn't even check on the shit. The nanny was like, hey, she wants to dress up as Ice Spice, post a fucking TikTok. Kim said, let her do it. I'm too busy getting makeup and putting on shit and trying to model for my Skims line. Let her do what she wants to do because mommy loves her. Then you regretted the shit, because you listened to Ice Spice lyrics and you were like, maybe this isn't something that a 10-year-old girl should be listening to or trying to mimic. I don't know. I called that shit. Now, another thing that I call is, see, now, Kim said something funny. Kim said, Kanye's antics would be far more damaging to their children than her sex tape would. I know me saying that out loud sounds crazy, right? even much more crazier than you can assume Kanye is mentally. That I don't know if she was doing that for TV. I don't know if she was doing that to go viral or trend or whatever. But I know she knew that sounded crazy coming out of her mouth. Now, we talked about that as well. And I said, listen, there's nothing more traumatizing than having to see your parent get devoured on tape, opposed to just hearing your dad say shit because he's in a bad mental state. And then even then, the things that he said, the kids won't take to heart because he's never said anything foul about his kids. If anything, if they go and do their research on the antics Kanye had, they're only going to see videos when it regards them and when it pertains to them of him showing how much he loves them and always wants to try to protect them and wants the right things for them. So I don't know, maybe you setting your kids up to hate you or something. I don't fucking know. But that was the craziest statement that Kim could have ever made. Anyway, I said something along the lines of, you know what else is traumatizing? Having to have your kids grow up and see their moms and ask themselves, why don't I look like her? Why does my mom look so much more different than I do? And then you're going to have to explain that you did not like the way that you look, so you had to alter the way that you look because you had the money to do so. And then once you did one thing, you had to do another thing and another thing and another thing. And now so much you done did build a bitch, and now you look totally different than what you looked like before. How are you going to teach your daughters or your sons how to love themselves genuinely on the inside and outside when you haven't taught yourself that? Now, I know some people may be like, yeah, well, seeing it in hindsight may be the reason or maybe the thing that their child needs to see. Like, hey, your mom realizes now, you know, that this isn't the path for you. I'm learning from it, and now I want you to choose a different path. But hey, it's going to be very hard when the people you're surrounded by, every single one of them has work done. And if you feel any type of way about how you look and you have the access to the funds to change that, and you're at an age where you can, because remember, Kylie had this shit done before she was 18. So when her daughter gets to the age where she wants work done and she goes to her mom or her aunties or her grandma or their friends and asks for help, hey, what do you think I should do? And they tell you not to do it, when they're sitting there looking stunning and perfect, and every other woman across the world is going to plastic surgeons saying, hey, can I get the Kim Kardashian or the Kylie Jenner? It's going to be hard for your daughter to take in what you're saying and go with that. Now, Kylie Jenner, another prophecy of mine, has just recently come out and says she regrets getting plastic surgery and hopes her daughter that she had with Travis Scott, who just dropped an album today, shout out to Utopia, doesn't do the same. And she was quoted saying, I would be heartbroken if she wanted to get her body done at 19. I want to be the best mom and best example for her, and I just wish I could be her and do it all differently, because I wouldn't touch anything. And I wanted to make this tweet the one I put up here as I was showing you this, because this person that posted this says something very profound, and it's crazy because I said this as well. This person says she was okay fucking up everyone else's daughters, but her own is where she draws the line. That is something, though. That is something. And not that I don't want to be malicious. I'm just calling out what I see. I don't want to be malicious and think that, you know, Kylie Jenner had a motive to try to make other girls look like her, but it would be dumb to think that she wasn't aware that there was several girls mimicking how she looked and going to get plastic surgery to look like her. And not one time did Kylie make a PSA or sit down interview or anything like that where she said she didn't want other girls to do what she was doing. And that she made that a personal decision to just do it on her own. And that she just so happened to look that way. And that she doesn't encourage other girls to go and get plastic surgery. Instead, all the sisters out here following suit. And now you got a bunch of carbon copies. It's a damn shame, to be honest. I think it's fucked up. If you have never, and if you weren't somebody who was comfortable with who you are on the outside, I don't think there is a way that you can convince somebody else to be that. And whether you had a revelation or whether you had complications with your plastic surgery over the years, it doesn't matter. You can tell somebody, hey, don't get that because, over the span of, a couple years, I started feeling pain in my hips and my ass cheeks. And you know what I'm saying? Like, that's good advice. But you can't convince somebody that they're beautiful naturally the way they are when you are somebody who had to change how you naturally look because you didn't feel beautiful. You right now, and this is just me being honest. Kylie Jenner, ever since she changed her appearance, has been living the life of another woman as herself. Does that make sense? Does that make sense to y'all? She has been comfortable walking through life as a different person on the outside while still remaining who she was on the inside. That means no matter how many accolades, and this is letting me notice that she's doing this now and that she's talking about she wish she could have changed things. You want to know why? Because when you do this and people react the way that they react to you, they're not reacting to you. They're reacting to who you are pretending to be on the outside, what you envision yourself to look like on the outside. So when she's getting into these relationships, or when she sees people making her the hottest woman in the world, or people literally make her the standard of what beauty is and perfection, she knows that's not who she is inside. She knows that's not really who she is on the outside. And after a while, that shit will eat at you. That shit will try to destroy you. And I'm just here to, for one, told you niggas, I told you so. And second of all, it's gonna be real interesting to see what happens, man. Real interesting to see how this family pans out, because I mean, Kardashians got black kids now, whether you like it or not. And it's a weird situation to be in when you have a bunch of made up plastic surgery filled individuals trying to raise young black kids, especially black girls who already have to struggle out here about their appearance, not only them being degraded for it, but then also on the other hand having the same motherfuckers try to adopt the same aesthetic as a black woman. Like, that's the blueprint. Black women are the blueprint. They get copied by all races of women. All races of women want to copy black women the most, but at the same time try to degrade them and disrespect them and try to make it seem like they're low on the totem pole of beauty or the standard of what women should be. So it's just going to be interesting to see how this unfolds. And also, to get away from this subject, we got to play how we saw something unfold. we saw something interesting unfold. I don't know if y'all peeped it, but I'm here to play it today. Mr. Gervonta Davis, his police body cam footage of the day he was arrested got leaked to the public. And it was very interesting to watch, man. He was all right. So I'm trying not to steer this video. I want y'all to see it for how it is before I give you my opinion. I'm just gonna tell you what happened. Basically, cops were called to Javonte Davis' residence. His baby mom alleged and accused him of putting hands on her. It was a domestic dispute. Police came and they questioned him. He said that he was trying to, his girl was trying to leave with his car. He wanted her to leave. He had a driver that could bring her anywhere she wanted and all this other shit. Another big, hefty, pudgy, cauliflower-eating motherfucker came over in a uniform and started questioning Javonte, and he was the guy that actually wanted to start some shit, and you could tell that he knew who Javonte was, but he just wanted to start some shit because this is how police do, especially when they run into wealthy black people. And it's not even just, and I know that is a thing. That is a thing. But also, when they run into any celebrity, they want to try to make a spectacle of the whole situation because of who they running into. But when it's a black, especially when it's a black celebrity. So this body cam footage right here is going to show y'all what happened during this interaction, and y'all can make a assumption of how you feel about it after this. What up, Melissa?
All right, you come over here. You come over here, please, and stand with him. With my partner.
What, any weapons on you?
Huh? What is that?
The charger, man. The
charger?
Ain't nobody.
Get anything on you?
Stay with him.
I'm at my house.
Okay, I don't know.
I'm
asking you. Gotta ask you. Who's in the car?
This is my car. She took my car.
Who's she to you?
We'll just be right here.
My child mother.
Oh, okay. All right. Does she have any weapons?
No.
All right. Well, just put down your phone for now, sir. What's your name?
Javonte.
Javon. What?
Javonte. She's trying to take my car, and I don't want her to take
She's
my
trying
car.
to leave?
Yeah, she's trying to. But I got a driver to be able to take her wherever she want to go.
That works.
I'm gonna tell you like this. I do wish that a lot of these guys could articulate themselves better. And I'm just saying this because I would be lying to myself if I didn't tell y'all that it was bugging the shit out of me how this nigga was talking the entire time. But it still gave no right for the police officer who came up next to react how he reacted.
All right. Who else is in the house?
No, for sure.
Who you live with?
Oh, my daughter and my other daughter.
Okay. How old is she?
4. She 4.
All right, sir. What's your side of this?
This
Trying to take
motherfucker
my
right
car.
here.
This is my truck. All my keys is placed on the counter in there. She took my car key and she trying to leave with my car.
Okay.
That's it.
Where does she live?
Huh?
Where does she live? Where does she
I don't
live?
know her exact address, but
Well, does she live in Canada? Does she live in the United States?
He said, Avenue P said he's a boxer. His eggs are scrambled. Damn.
Come on, man. Y'all,
No, but she's local though. She's visiting.
she's local. She's local.
Does she live in Parkland?
No, she don't live in Parkland.
What city does she live in? Help me out.
I don't know. She can tell you better than that. You were just talking to her.
I know, but I'm asking you.
I cannot.
Where's she trying to go with it?
I'm new. I mean, I just moved here a year ago. I don't know what part of it.
That's your baby?
Yes, that's my daughter.
Does the baby live with you or with her?
Well,
And you don't know where your baby lives?
you trying to make this about?
I'm trying to find out what happened.
Okay, wasn't you just talking to her? Can she provide all them information to you?
Well, let me ask you this. I was just talking to her. What if she told me that you beat the piss out of her and you jumped on top of her and started punching her in the face? Should I just go ahead and take that
Okay,
as...
but don't you know?
It's your side of the story. Give your side.
Have you just talking to her though? What,
Yes.
With the information that she gave you, can't she tell you?
You want me to just take everything she says?
I'm not from here.
Okay, but you want me to just take everything she says as
all I'm just
fact?
saying is I'm not from here. I don't know her exact address.
Okay, that's fine.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm not asking for her exact address. How did she get here?
She drove with my car. Yes, my car.
To get here?
Yes, my car.
Okay.
Yes.
Did you give her that car?
No, I did not.
Did you let her drive that car?
Yes.
17 Bravo, 3 copy, and I want to
Well, she got here. From wherever she lives, she drove the car here, so she takes the car home.
No, she don't. That's
9-1, drop off 5851.
See, now that's where things get a little iffy, because, hey, I'm sorry, but title on the car, everything happening the way that it's happening. You don't get to call the police, say I beat the shit out of you, and then drive off in my whip that's in my name. You gonna have to Uber, bitch, because you trying to fuck my life up, and you trying to take the whip too. Fuck out of here, man.
Is it in your name?
All these cars right here is under my name.
You want her to leave today.
Yes, I want
I want to hang up.
How is she supposed to leave?
It's 1329.
I have a
Can she get it right? You said you have a driver.
Hold on, just hold on.
See, no. That's the part. That's the part that pissed me off. All right, the first part I'm laughing and a little hilarious, but if you notice at this part right here, when he asked how is she gonna get home, now you notice earlier in the video, Javonte said to the other officer whose body cam we're watching right now, he told him that that's his car. She can go wherever she wants. He can have a driver here to drive her wherever she needs to go, but she can't take the car. When the officer asked Javonte how this girl was gonna, this officer, the new officer that came up, when he asked how is she gonna get home, the officer who heard Javonte was about to tell him, and this nigga backed him off. He said, no. So hold on. Now you are giving me signs that you want to start shit and that you don't care about facts. You don't care about anything I'm trying to say or my side of the story. You are already convicted on how you feel and what you want to do. After that, cut the bullshit. I at that point, and this is the thing, because I think in these certain situations, if I would have seen the cop back him up and say, no, be quiet, but get back, I would have looked at the other officer like, you know what, I'm just going to be quiet. Because it seems like you here to do something else, and I'd rather not cause any problems or try to provoke you to do something to me. So I'm just going to be quiet. Whatever y'all got to do what you got to do. But I'm going to remain quiet. Now, let's play that part again. You're going to see exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
you want her to leave today.
Yes, I want
I want to hang up.
How is she supposed to leave?
It's 1329.
I have a
Can she get it right? You said you have a driver.
Hold on, just hold on.
Yes.
How is she going to leave?
You trying to make
How is she going to leave? What do you mean, what do I
I
mean?
have somebody I have a driver that will take her wherever.
Get him over here then. If you're going to kick someone out of your house, you know.
Sir, you don't have to do that. You don't have to do that.
I don't have to, I'm sorry. I don't have to do what?
Bravo, 17 Bravo,
You trying to antagonize Javonte, man.
Put your hands on her?
No, I did not. Of course she's going to tell you if she did. Okay,
didn't.
well, okay,
I'm
why
just
did you ask
asking
me
you.
that? Why did you ask me
Because that's my job, my man. That's my job. Behind the ear, kind of, in the head?
Here, my head.
Now listen.
Where your hand is?
Yes.
Is it swollen or anything?
No, it just hurts.
It just hurts?
Yes.
Okay, so he hit you like that. Then how about the lip? How did that happen?
Because how he hit me, like probably like with the hand, but I don't.
So that was one strike?
Yes.
That got both the side of your head and then
This side of my face.
and then came across the side of your face and caught your lip, and your lip like looks like it probably hit your tooth inside your mouth and caused a little abrasion there. Okay. This is going a little bit different now. She's alleging that you hit her.
Of course she's going to say that
Okay,
because she wanted. Come on, bro.
This is a good thing, is that you got cameras all over your house. So if you hit her, it will be on camera, right?
Yeah.
Just like if you didn't hit her, it would be on camera.
Yeah. Of course
Okay.
she's going to say that. You see what's going on.
I'm sorry?
You see what's going on.
If somebody's accusing you of something and you not being quiet and you talking, the best thing you could do is at least try to defend yourself. He was not doing a good job defending himself at all.
To be honest with you, I don't know what's going on, because she's saying you hit her. She does have a mark on her lips, and it's under.
I have a mark right here.
Did she hit you?
And that's another thing. You niggas gotta stop acting like you in the street still or that you on some fucking street code type shit. Bitch, tell that officer she hit you in your goddamn face so they can get the fuck out of there, bro. Cause you don't even know if both of y'all hit each other now. It's mutual. Now it's mutual combat, and now the motherfuckers gotta get the fuck out of here. And she gotta leave, or whatever the fuck the case may be. But because you were like, nah, man, come on, trying to have some nigga try to relate with you. It's the police. They don't want to relate with you. They don't want to understand you. They don't want to see logic in the situation. They don't want to see that this is a situation where this woman is trying to put you in a fucked up situation. They don't give a fuck about that. They are answering the call. And right now they standing in front of a motherfucker in a big ass house with a bunch of nice ass cars, and now they feel like they gotta make an example out of you. And you talking your way into some cuffs.
She was getting ready to leave.
So why did she?
Because then she told the other deputy that you hit her.
Right. So she want something to happen since I.
Well, maybe she does. Maybe she does.
Damn, that sucks,
But this
man.
is what happens when.
That's really from boxing, ain't it? Like, I mean, I was thinking that, but I wasn't thinking that heavily, man. I'm just thinking that he just needed to articulate himself better. But the more I'm watching this video, and the more I see his reaction and what he's saying, it's like, damn,
the other deputy
bro.
that you hit her.
Right. So she want something to happen since
Damn.
Well, maybe she does. Maybe she does.
That's actually
But
sad.
this is what happens when when folks don't get along.
I can't even lie. I can't even laugh at that.
I got to figure it out. You're being a little evasive with me,
How?
because every time I ask you a question, you suck your teeth and you say, "Oh, come on, man, you know what's going on." You're not giving me any really straight answers. I asked you to give me your driver's license. You bring me out a passport. I asked to see your daughter. You said no. I don't want her to see the police.
I showed you.
You did, but I wanted to see her, and now I'm gonna have to talk to her because she said that when you hit her, it was in front of her, the baby, the 4-year-old. Because you're gonna go to jail.
Turn around.
For battery,
Turn around.
domestic violence.
Put your hands behind your back.
For battery and domestic violence. So Javonte Davis was subsequently put in cuffs and taken away to jail. He obviously now, he's released. This was old body cam footage, but he was released. And the charges were dropped because the mother of his child said that she wanted to drop the charges and that she basically made a false claim. I know there's going to be people out there, especially women, that are like, oh, she was intimidated. But let me tell y'all something, man. Just like Krishan and Blueface, both them niggas be hitting on each other. I don't condone violence in relationships at all. I don't really condone violence at all, but I definitely don't condone violence in relationships, domestic violence, all that shit. But if you two individuals that be hitting on each other, I better not see one of y'all motherfuckers call the police on the other person and try to get them fucked up when you just as guilty. And I'm pretty sure she felt guilty as fuck because she got this nigga who's supposed to be out here making the best of his career, doing something legit as a young black man, thriving in his career, in his sport, in his field, and you got this nigga sitting down somewhere in jail because you wanted to be petty. I do not care what the circumstances was. If y'all both violent with each other, you don't get the right to call the police, nigga. You either leave the situation or you stay complacent and be in that toxic shit like you like doing. Straight up. I can't pull no punches with that. I can't be if you guys could just work it out. Fuck that shit. You guys like that shit. That toxic shit, I don't know what it is. It's like it's become more prominent in relationships now. Like people search for it. They want it. They seek it out. They want toxic traits. I remember seeing a whole bunch of posts going viral over the past couple of years of, girls posting shit or guys posting shit of, what they were attracted to or some type of shit, and it'd be some toxic shit or somebody slapping them or calling them out their name or some crazy shit. Just the type of shit people are attracted to is crazy to me. It's weird. It's weird. Speaking of weird and manipulation, this is a perfect example of what I'm talking about. Shout out to Ice from Joe Budden podcast. when you talk about how weird people like shit, this is a perfect example. I'm gonna leave it. This subject is how I'm gonna end this subject until we get to the next subject. Listen to this. Some random woman posted this on Facebook. She said, I lied to my baby daddy and told him 2 of my kids was his, but 1 wasn't. Kept that lie going for about 2 years until one of the daddies said he want the DNA test, so I just brought the right child to do the DNA test. If he had never asked, I wasn't never gonna tell neither one. I had both them taking care of one child. Life was lit back then. I miss it. Oh, he still was the daddy just to my other child, not the one he thought was his, and the other daddy was the father to other child. I just flip-flopped the daddies and made them think they was that child's daddy. My child father don't fool with me till this day. It hurts, or I hurt his feelings because he really loved that child, but oh well, like I said, life was lit and so was his money. I have since found Jesus. Don't be looking at my post sideways. Y'all people be playing with people's lives. And it's crazy because it'll be an evil cycle like that. A nigga could want to be the best father in the world. And now this was his villain origin story. Now because of how you did him or how you treated this situation, now he's going to have to go deal with somebody and it's going to feed off on them. But it ain't gonna come back on you. You ain't gonna be the trifling bitch. He's gonna be the nigga out here ruining bitches' lives, and he gonna be the nigga that ain't shit. He gonna be the one that it always falls back on the nigga at the end of the day. Women have a lot of power, bro. A lot of power. And this is just another form of it. That's why a lot of dudes should fight back on certain aspects of child support when you take care of your child. Especially guys that have they kid 99% of the time and still got to pay child support because the other parent, that's just how it works. It's the craziest system in the world. When you fight in these child support courts, fight for what's fair. Don't stop fighting for what's fair, man. Don't give up. Speaking of children, Ice Spice has gone under fire. She's had some backlash because she just dropped a new video. And the video featured a 16-year-old girl twerking on a bodega counter. Now, you remember earlier in the show when I spoke on how Kim Kardashian regretted having her 10-year-old daughter be in a video with Ice Spice. Yeah, this is who she wanted her daughter to dress up as and be close with and do videos with. Ice Spice, for some reason, allowed a 16-year-old girl to be featured in her video, and it has made its rounds on the internet so much that now they have a disclaimer under her post saying viewers should be warned, this video features a minor dancing in a sexually provocative manner which may violate state and federal laws. One of the dancers in this video is 16 years old, a fact lightly known to Ice Spice as the two follow one another on Instagram. And that is where it leads us to be here, because when she posted, first of all, she posted on her Instagram a picture that I'm not going to post or show. It probably showed up as I switch screens, but, you know, I'm not the type to rewind or refresh memories. But she posted something on Instagram showing her backside as a 16-year-old girl who just turned 16, by the way. And Ice Spice put the heart eyes under her post. Now, let me just say this, man. Do you want to know why I find this to be wild that people are taking offense to this now? Is because a lot of these celebrities or women out here in hip hop were doing the same type of shit with bitches like Bad Baby, the Catch Me Outside chick, the Malu girl, young ass 15, 16-year-old girls, but had them twerking in videos, hanging out with them, hyping them up on social media when they showing their ass on social media underage. They been doing this type of shit. Are we ready to have the conversation that there are grown-ass women out here who are predators? Are we ready to have that conversation where y'all stop putting it so much on men being predatory when we keep continuously seeing predatory actions for women as well? It's on both fucking sides. Ice Spice ain't no goddamn 18 years old. Matter of fact, let's see Ice Spice age. Ice Spice is 23 goddamn years old. Ice Spice is 23. There's no excuse. And on top of that, let's just say Ice Spice didn't know the age of this girl. Right? Let's just say she didn't. Once you find out, you probably should take the video down, right? No, she didn't do that. And then on top of that, we have countless amounts of women on the internet defending this, which is crazy because, I mean, the obvious. What's the obvious right now? What is the obvious comparison to this situation? If, I don't know, let's say Lil Baby had a 16-year-old girl twerking in his video on the counter while he was standing in front of her, standing behind her, whatever the case may be. Do you know how crazy? Do you know the feds will already be at this nigga's doorstep? What y'all be saying? What them niggas be saying about Drake? Drake always be having these friendships with the young ass girls. When he was friends with the Stranger Things girl. I forgot what other young ass girl he was saying that he was friends with these young girls, and social media was killing him. And all he said was that he was friends with these people. They're other celebrities and shit. Yeah, it's fucking weird, but they didn't have pictures of them hanging out, or he wasn't having them twerking in videos. So it's crazy, the double standards that exist. Now, this girl, it's like this is what sucks for that situation, because that girl is gonna have a drove of females try to boost her confidence and hype her up, make her feel like what she was doing was good and what she did was okay. And she's not going to see the accountability in any of it, or she's not going to see anything wrong with it. And a matter of fact, it's just going to continue on with the stereotype of, oh, that shit's okay because it's women involved. What, women ain't predators? They don't do predatory shit? You couldn't find nobody who was 18 or over to be twerking on the fucking bodega register. You couldn't find nobody of age. You had to get a 16-year-old girl. Why? Because she's lit on Instagram. That's another thing. A lot of these young ass girls wanting Instagram fame and being on Instagram in thong bikinis, all this type of shit, underage. And these platforms allow it while they sit there and talk about community guidelines, but y'all allow this shit. Somebody just got deleted an account on Twitter. I forgot the name. I think it was Cornbread or some shit like that. Always displaying some like shit about different cultures and shit. Just like putting a bunch of cultures on blast and showing shit. Like he be showing niggas in Africa eating like pig snouts and shit and just all types of shit. Like he be just going in on other cultures. And to me, not that it's like, oh, I love that type of content, but I know why that page was doing it. It's because on Twitter, there's countless amounts of pages that dedicate their entire social media to showing videos and showing examples of black people doing horrific things or being violent or being degenerate and building this narrative around black people. So this account was like, all right, well, I'm gonna do the exact same thing, but I'm gonna show y'all people. And Elon Musk in his guidelines said, fuck that. I'm not gonna have any of you Negroes out here displaying this bullshit. No, we need to create our own narratives about you jigaboos and keep showing you guys being violent. That's all that is about Twitter. That's really what it is. So that account got hacked, but it's like the type of shit that they allow on Twitter, you would think that most these pages would get suspended or be whatever the case may be. But they don't. When the narrative is against black people, when the narrative is anti-black, you better believe you're going to see that shit circulate through social media. Now, one thing that's been circulating through social media, Tasha K has been getting dragged all fucking 48 hours on this planet so far. First it was T.S. Madison. Then it was, I forgot who else did it, but she has been getting left and right. And not just that, I had to think to myself, because I was watching that TS rant where she was going in on Tasha K, and I'm like, damn, she was talking a whole bunch of shit. And she said something along the lines of her husband, Tasha K's husband, you gonna put your husband in debt, all this other shit. I'm like, I thought about it. I'm like, wait, that is true. If she, like, when you get married, your spouse takes on your debt. So Tasha K might be hiding her money somewhere in Africa, but what about her husband? Come to find out, it's too late. Cardi B subpoenaed Tasha K's husband and seeks full disclosure of his financial assets. Now, this is what you dumb motherfuckers get for talking so much shit about people that you do not know. And not even caring to, like, you could simply say allegedly and be good. But even that doesn't satisfy your soul. You have to be a matter of fact on the things that you say, even though you know you don't have the facts behind it. And you will allow people to put you in a fucked up situation because she posted up T.S. Madison's passport. And her and T.S. start going back and forth. Like, you know, T.S. like, why you post my address? And, you know, Tasha was all. See, the thing about Tasha, she's so fucking dumb that she was so fixated on the part that she was talking about her address, which she didn't post T.S. Madison's address. She just posted her passport. The problem is, Tasha K, it doesn't matter if you posted her address or not. You were in possession and you posted her passport. That in itself, having somebody else's passport, that in itself is illegal. That in itself can bring you charges. That in itself can get you locked up. But these motherfuckers be so thirsty for clout and be so thirsty to be trending that they will do some shit before they even think about it. And you could tell she didn't think about it because she had to delete the post. She said she got a call from one of her mentors to tell her to take the post down. No, it wasn't your mentor. It was your lawyer. Not your mentor. It was your lawyer. The lawyer called you and said, Tasha, you already owe Cardi B $4 million, bitch. What the fuck is wrong with you? Take that fucking post down right now. You already ain't been able to pay me for the last 6 months, bitch. Why are you doing this? If I was Tasha K's legal representation, I would dismiss myself from her dealings. I would just take my losses and get the fuck on. This motherfucker is stupid, man. And all because, and what? Like, you owe $4 million. You got your husband subpoenaed. Now he finna get his wages taken. You posted T.S. Madison's goddamn passport. Now you about to catch charges on a whole nother fucking. What is wrong with you? All for some winos, bitch? Are you crazy? The bitches don't know you. They don't fuck with you like that. They sitting there watching you crash and burn while you think you right and while you think you justified and while you feel good about what you're doing because you have gathered a fan base of winos. Them bitches watching you crash and burn. Stupid ass. They are watching you fly down with no controls. The gears are stuck. You have one propeller that is on fire. The other one just fell off. And now you hoping that your parachute worked. You hoping you can jump out the door before you crash and open your parachute. I have a theory. I think that Tasha is going to try to jump out the plane before it crashes, pull her parachute so that she can just fall gracefully and be okay. But the only thing that's going to happen is a fucking Acme barbell is going to come out of her backpack and she's going to keep falling. The bitch don't know when to give up. You don't know when to throw in a fucking white towel, man. You don't know how to just, this shit is crazy. Now, even on the back of that, while we're talking about that, you know, all this stemmed from, you know, this whole trans conversation that people been having lately. And the people that have been jumping out the woodworks to try to talk about women has been incredible to me. Incredible. I mean, the way that motherfuckers been showing they ass, paws, and untucking they penises. I don't know why that sounds so fucking funny to me. I'm sorry. But it's fucking hilarious just to say. But the way that these niggas been untucking they penises lately and trying to come at women has been horrendous. Man, check this out, bro. You'll never guess the voice. You'll never guess. You'll never guess. Just wait till I press play. But this one says, transgender Cherry the Bomb, or the Boom, goes on a rant against biological women. Meanwhile, biological black women have always embraced and openly supported the LGBTQIA community, which is a fact. Black women have been one of the strongest supporters of the LGBTQ community, so much so that even when their own comes and shows grievance and has problems and wants to actually voice their opinions, the same black women jump down on that black woman because they want to fall in line with whatever agenda is happening right now in society. So it's opened up the floor for niggas like this to do this.
Hey, I'm gonna just keep it a buck. A lot of cisgender women are just unhappy. A lot of, no, let's use the term that they love. A lot of real women are really unhappy. A lot of real women are really unhappy. A lot of real women are really insecure. And a lot of real women are really bothered that trans women really look better than they really do.
Holy.
Since they really want this real word, bitch, you can have it. Girl, you can have it. Girl,
Holy.
It's not my fault that you mistaken my happiness and my femininity as a challenge.
Holy.
Sweetie, when I was identifying how feminine I was and how far I wanted to go and how I wanted my inside to match my outside had nothing to do with you. Okay? Because it seems like y'all only have so much to say when it comes to competition. It really seems like y'all only have so much to say when it comes to tearing somebody else down. Girl, don't nobody want to be you. Girl, don't nobody want to be you. Let's be clear, Miss.
Are you a fucking yodeler?
Competition. It really seems like y'all only have so much to say when it comes to tearing somebody else down. Girl, don't nobody want to be you. Tearing somebody else down. Girl, don't nobody want to be you. Girl, don't nobody want to be you. Girl, don't nobody want to be you.
Yodele, 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 yodele. Ah, this motherfucker was yodeling. Them hormones is all fucked up. Hey, look. Stop with this delusional talk. Real women, or like y'all like to put it, the scientific version, cis women, are not threatened or aren't jealous by y'all at all. I think the fact that y'all expect people to shut the fuck up and not say anything because you've been so used to people just backing y'all and having y'all and literally and being behind y'all literally and taking up for y'all and being at y'all defense, that you don't expect people to, especially women, to pop back and say they shit because the simple fact that they have been such allies to y'all. I'm not even gonna play the rest of this video. I am though, however, going to play that yodel back.
Tearing somebody else down. Girl, I don't want to be you.
Nigga, that shit is so fucking funny, man. Why is that so funny to me?
You. I don't want to be you. I don't want to be you.
I'm sorry, man. Y'all know, man. I'll be off to Mary Jane, okay? I'm sorry, but that shit is fucking hilarious. I swear, if I wasn't live right now, I probably would have played that 100 times. Oh my god! All right, wait, one more time.
You have so much to say when it comes to tearing somebody else down. Girl, I don't want to be you.
All right. Last but not least, before we get out of here, shout out to Drake, man. So yesterday it was announced that Tupac's, one of Tupac's pieces of jewelry, his ring, it was a crown ring made out of red rubies and diamonds and pure gold, was sold at an auction for $1,016,000. And it was speculated who would buy Tupac's ring, making it the most expensive piece ever sold at an auction, hip-hop artifact sold at an auction. And some people were guessing it was Drake, and sure enough, Drake posted on his Instagram this picture of him holding the ring. So yes, it was Drake who purchased the ring that was worn by Tupac, as you can see there. I think, honestly, that ring is dope as fuck. I can't lie. I cannot lie. That ring is cold. That's a cold piece, man. It's a cold piece. Now, Drake also has been catching some headlines because he is featured on Travis Scott's new album, Utopia, where he went at Pharrell, and I don't think he really went at Pusha T. I think he's still a little scared of Pusha T. I think he got a little it's a little bit of Smokey and Debo vibes going on with Drake and Pusha T. He said when he here, I'll be quiet, but when he gone, I'll be rapping again. Nigga was going at Pharrell talking about he bought his shit and melted it down. First of all, I'm going to just say this too. In the same breath of congratulating Drake and being like, yo, that's dope that you bought the ring, it also pisses me off that he took some iconic pieces from Pharrell and melted them down because of his vendetta against Pusha T. On some fucking petty rich nigga shit. And I am an NERD, Neptunes, Pharrell, Chad, all them niggas, man. I love their music. I love what they've done for music as a whole entire culture, not just, hip hop and rap, because we all know Pharrell is one of the dopest producers of all time. But nigga, that era of BBC, pause. We not talking about the BBC. We not talking about what Adam 22 wife went through. We talking about the Billionaire Boys Club. We talking about ice cream. We talking about Bape, Bathe and Ape. That was such an incredible era, and the pieces that these guys had during that time was so iconic and so ahead of its time. These guys were trendsetters, man, and I appreciate that aspect of the culture. And this nigga went and bought them pieces and melted them down because he hates Pusha T. That is the most beige shit you could ever do. Talk about beige rage. That is ultimate beige rage. You hate this man for exposing the fact that you had a son that you went and bought these pieces for millions of dollars and melted them down. Now I'm actually wondering what the fuck he's gonna do with it. I'm wondering what the hell Drake is gonna do with these melted down pieces. That is actually gonna be incredibly interesting, and I hope we see it in the near future. But besides that, like I said, I'm not a hater, man. Shout out to Drake. The ring is dope. Rest in peace to Tupac as well. Yeah, man, over $1 million for a fucking ring that I'm pretty sure Pac didn't spend $1 million on. So I guess that's a win. I don't know where the money's gonna go to. I hope some of it goes to, you know, Pac's estate, but who knows? But yeah, man, that was my rant for today. I hope it was a good show today. I hope y'all had a splendiferous time today, man. As y'all know, 3 G's is tonight. You don't want to miss it. We had to skip last week, but we are back this week to talk our shit, man. Shout out to AP. Shout out to Pac G. Shout out Binky. We see y'all. We're going to be live tonight, 8 p.m. Make sure you don't miss that. Also, man, it's Friday. The weekend is here. I want to see who supports the GMS show. So you got a couple options. You can like this video on the way out. You can follow me on my socials because I follow everybody back. Or you can hit the Cash App if you really want to support the GMS show and continue to see us thrive and to push forward and elevate in this space. You can donate to this show by hitting the Cash App right here to my right. Appreciate every single one of y'all. I want to see y'all in that comment section as well when the live is over, man. Shout out your city. Shout out your city. Let me know where you're from. Hey. Let's go, GMS fam. Hey, we got Jersey in the building, Reno, Nevada in the building. What up, Jeff? What up, Hitman? Robert from Mississippi, Avenue P from Queens, Ben Frank, D-Town in the building. We got Detroit, Soda Slim, the Twin Cities, Glittery Bubble, West Palm Beach, Florida in the building. What up, Trey 979? Willie Rouse is in the building, Augusta, Georgia. What up, Willie? Appreciate you, fam. Toke Champs in the building, Forest City, Arkansas. Family, what's going on? Shayna, what's going on? Baltimore in the building. Jeff Hunt out in Reno. We got my guy, Zen Master in the building from Portland, a.k.a. Potland. Smoke something if you got it. George Smith, Indianapolis. Shout out my Indiana fam. Shout out Gary, Indiana. It's my peoples, man. Daryl in this bitch. Austin, Texas. Theodore, NYC. From South Carolina. ATL in the building. CDT, I see you, bruh. King Lukey, my G. Ben Frank, what's going on? Hey, I'm going to see y'all tonight for 3 Gs, man. Appreciate y'all, GMS family, for pulling up. Smoke something if you got it. Keep that peace, love, positive energy. We out.